Welcome back, ladies and general steppers, to another weekly guild sets series for SimpleMMO. We're going to just skip this intro and go straight into the meat and potatoes of this video. Again, we're covering 16 through 23 June, so let's hop in. We're focused on the newly active guilds here. In total, we have 6 new guilds. We have the Empire, Hold Your Horses, Aether, Death, Latinos Online, and Noob. Now, last week we saw 7 new guilds, so this means we have 1 less new guild for the week. Not a big deal. We're still seeing growth throughout this past week. Now, on the deleted guild side of the house, we do see 1 deleted guild, and that's Super 1. It had 30 members, and Griffin has moved on to Hell. For whatever reason that may be. Last week we didn't have any deleted guilds, but hey, so be it. That is what it is. It was bound to happen again because more times than not, we have deleted guilds instead of just none. The week previously was a fluke, if you will. So now we're going to talk about the actual guild stats for the past week. Again, 16 through 23 June of this year, obviously. Now we have a total of 845 guilds with activity. That's 5 more guilds with activity than the previous week. That week was 9 through 16 June, of course, if you watched the video. If you haven't, go check it out. Simple plug right there. But moving on, the weekly active guilds, we have 72. Now, this is a bigger drop because last video, we had 82 weekly active guilds. So a total of, we're down by 10 guilds showing activity for this previous week for whatever reason. So to be honest, right, 9 through 16 June, that WGS video, that was at the height of the community event, I would say, right in the beginning. This is the second or third week into the community event, and at the time is all relative. It's hard to remember what it is, but we're in the later part of the community event, and it is showing that there's a drop, and that makes sense, right? Every event that we have, people show up for it in the beginning, and then they die off towards the end. That's just how it goes. So that could be an explanation as to why there's been a drop in guild activity, but that's only assumption. We don't really know for a fact, other than that we know that there are 10 less active guilds this week compared to the last. Now, for the breakdown, for PvE, there's 469 PvE only guilds. It's an increase of 4 compared to last week, and then 376 PvP enabled guilds, and that's an increase of 1 for compared to last week as well. Now, my favorite part, the top 10 section. Let's focus on the PvP side of the house because we have a new guild up on the throne in that first place position. Not sure if anyone was expecting this, but we have Wolfblood as the first place position for this past week with 8.2 mil guild EXP. Now, they've been sitting comfortably in that 4th, 5th area of the top 10 PvP. They're no stranger to the leaderboard, but it's the first time they're back to that number 1 position in a long time. So props to them for taking it over, beating out Factory Reset, who thought for sure was going to be that number 1 position for a long time to come, but it seems that they've given up that position to Wolfblood for this week at least, 16 through 23 June. Who knows what's going to happen this coming week, but we'll let you know the following Wednesday. So that means Factory Reset is in 2nd place with 7.1 mil EXP. The Force taking 3rd, Friendly 4th, Still Friendly in 5th, Bloodlust in 6th, Prostor in 7th, Sorrowkeep in 8th, Hell in 9th, and Murderers of the Universe in 10th. Now, if you remember last week's chart, these are all the same guilds that were in the top 10 of last week. However, they've shifted positions across numerous of the guilds. So there's a bunch of climbing and crawling over each other, but with the same guilds. Still incredible that Wolfblood has conquered that number 1 position for this past week. Congrats to them. Now over to the PvE side of the house, where we do have a little bit of movement and different guilds showing up on the leaderboard. Now, of course, we have TSL, the Scarlet Legion, in that 1st place position with 7.4 mil. We have DPS, or Dead Poet Society, in that 2nd place with 6.4 mil. Then it goes Wolf in 3rd place, Resolve in 4th, Shadow Guard in 5th, Italia in 6th, the Great Demolition Kingdom in 7th, Zenith Kitties 8th, Afterglow 9th, and Ego being that gatekeeper at the 10th place position. Now, if you remember from last week, if not, don't worry, I'm here for you. TPC and Alpha and Omega were on the 9th through 16th June WGS leaderboard for PvE. However, they have fallen off the top 10 PvE leaderboard for this past week, 16 through 23 June. Instead, the Great Demolition Kingdom and Ego are on this this week's leaderboard. So it's a bummer that TPC and Alpha and Omega have fallen off, but it is cool to see two new guilds, the Great Demolition Kingdom and Ego, both showing up and putting in work. So congrats to them for making it to the top 10 PvE guild list for this past week. Again, 16 through 23 June. And that will actually conclude it. So if you enjoy this video, if you enjoy the comparison of the weeks, and you just like the stats that I'm producing for you all, go ahead and hit that like button down below. If you want to see this content as often and as always as we publish it, which is once a week, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, and you'll be notified every single time this content comes out. And by all means, please leave a comment down below if you're a TPC or a part of Alpha and Omega, and explain why you've fallen off the leaderboard, because we miss you and we want to see you back on that leaderboard. As well as if you're Wolfblood, hop in the comments down below and brag a little, because that's awesome work by you guys to be able to knock out Factory Reset for that first place position. Well, that will do it for me. Till next time.